Jonathan Taylor spoke to the media today about his injury, about his preparation, about his rehab, all of that stuff, about whether he's going to be able to go on Sunday in Jacksonville. Here's Jonathan Taylor.
Really being able to move around, really being able to get in and out of cuts, being able to explode bursts, because especially at my position, defensive back, those are all heavy cutting positions, so that's the biggest thing.
How much has the resilience of this team been proven the last few weeks, especially with the number of guys who have stepped up different positions? We got Bertolini last week, the number of guys defensively in particular.
Yeah, shout out to Tanner on Wisconsin. It just shows how much not only the guys who are out there starting, but the guys behind those guys, they care. They're learning and making sure they know every single detail, because at the end of the day, it is going to take all of us, and you never know what's going to happen, and everyone needs to be able to come in, execute their job at a high level. So I think it shows a lot of resilience.
Big division game on the road. What has made Jacksonville such a tough place to play?
I mean, they're definitely a physical team, but you definitely have to go in there with a mindset. You got to go in there with a mindset. They have a mindset of defending home turf. And it's going to be something about us having our alignment, assignment, and technique, and then just executing it on Sunday. Monday through Saturday, you do whatever you can to prepare it as best you can. But when it comes down to it, Sunday, you got to go out there and you have to execute when it matters.
Jonathan, given what you said about the ankle, how important it is to be able to cut, I mean, is rest something that you need right now just to get through this?
You said it's rest?
Is rest something that...
At the start, you always have to have rest. You got to have time to have the injury calm down. But then after that, you got to just start going to work, strengthening and making sure that it can handle that load.
JT, will you practice today? And I guess regardless of that, what will tell you you're ready for Sunday if you can go?
Yeah, what's today? Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So we got 48, really 72, but really 48 hours. So just keep continuing to take it day by day. I'll go in there and do some stuff today to just kind of get a gauge of it as well today. But it's a day-to-day thing. So being able to go ahead and attack every single day, full force, because you never know. A lot of special things happen in a couple of days.
Is it a situation where you don't feel like you need to practice in full this week to get out there Sunday?
Oh, well, everybody's professionals here. So at the end of the day, practice is very vital. Practice is very important. But at this level, you should be able to execute your job at a high level. There's something that we call mental reps. So let's say there's a rep or a certain play or scheme that you didn't get. It's your job to watch the film. It's your job to take those mental reps. So I just think at this level, being a true professional is understanding your assignment, even if you have limited or little to no reps.
So are you going to practice today?
No, probably no, not today. I'll have to gauge first, though. I'll go in there and do some stuff, and then we'll see where things are.
You've been through this before with ankles. Have you learned from that in the past, how to walk through this?
Yeah, definitely. And of course, with it not being as severe as previous, is actually a sign of relief, and it's like, okay, just let's go through our normal ankle protocol. So it's actually a bit better for me because it's not as severe as last time.
How beneficial is it for this offense to have had Joe out there yesterday, but also to have had the time with him on Sunday if it's a situation that Anthony is not able to start on Sunday?
I mean, Joe, there's nothing that, someone can throw at him that he hasn't seen. But it just shows the level of professionalism that he has. It also shows, just how smart he is. And to be able to be, actually, when he came in the game, I'm like, man, okay, I'm in the huddle with Joe Flacco. So it's really been an exciting time for me being here in Indy, just being able to be alongside Phillip Rivers and Matt Ryan, some legends. So I just think anytime Joe is in that huddle, he knows exactly what's going on. I mean, we have full trust in Joe, and it's just exciting to go see him out there spinning the ball.
In what ways maybe do you have to respect Jacksonville a little bit beyond what their record might be to this point?
Oh, it's any given Sunday. This league is a week-to-week league. It doesn't really matter what your record is. It doesn't matter what you did last week, good or bad. And especially, as you know from experience, a division game, a divisional opponent, they're not pulling any punches. So we got to make sure that we're going to Jacksonville ready for any and everything they can throw at us, and it doesn't matter what their record is.
JT, you get sick of hearing about losing streak that this team has down there, and I assume you want to be a part of changing that, right?
Yeah, definitely, because I didn't believe it at first when I first came, and Naheem said something about it, but it's just a matter of a mindset. You got to go down there and you have to understand that it's not going to be an easy task. No one's going to give you anything. You got to go down there and you have to take it.
Thanks, JT.
That's Jonathan Taylor. So not going to practice today. Maybe he's going to practice tomorrow. Is he going to be up on Sunday? We're going to find out on Sunday. It's supposed to rain. I don't think that that's conducive for a high ankle sprain, going out there trying to cut, trying to be shifty, and that's Jonathan Taylor's game. We'll see what happens. I feel much better about the Colts' chances to win in Jacksonville with Taylor up than Taylor down. Otherwise, you got Sermon and you've got Goodson. And we'll see from there what happens with it. Evan Hull. We'll see from there how this offense kind of has to pivot in the way it attacks the defense without Taylor, maybe without Richardson. Defense, we know who they're going to have, who they're not going to have. Kenny Moore, we'll see if he practices today. I haven't seen Kwity Paye in the locker room. We'll see Zaire Franklin back in the locker room today, so that's good news. But, as you move forward through an NFL season, a lot comes down to injuries. And they've got their own injuries. The Jaguars do. That defense ravaged by injuries. And if Allen can't go on Sunday, that is a huge bullet dodged if he's still in the concussion protocol for the Indianapolis Colts. I think Colts win this game. I think the Jacksonville Jaguars, if reports are true that Peterson has lost that locker room, that's a big deal. If these guys aren't playing for their head coach anymore, we'll see what happens Sunday, but I feel pretty good about the Colts.